our bamboo ornaments, and then we're also going to pull some other styles of ornaments as well. So I'm going to show you guys just some of the products, and then Christina is actually going to jump into studio and show you some of the pre-designed ideas for the bamboo ornaments, which is awesome because they tag team off of the holiday cards, which is a convenient thing.
Yeah.
Okay, so let's start with the bamboo ornament here. Oh, sorry. There we go. I guess we had a little sound problem. The joys of live things. Okay, so if I'm gonna get this shown to Connor here, perfect. So that's gonna show the side of the bamboo ornament. These can be single-sided or double-sided. And if you do a quantity of 3 or more, they go from, correct me if I'm wrong, 20 down to 16 a piece, correct? Yep. Okay. Mm-hmm. You have multiple different colors of ribbons to choose from. So if you're in Rose or in studio looking at these, you can select your color. As far as ribbon goes. I just love these. I think these kind of have a little clean mid-century style to them. The bamboo panels are a fantastic product, and this is just a nice, fun little add-on. Here's another example. So this one, if we want to sneak in on that one, Connor. So we have the family image on the back, and then instead of doing another image on the other side, it's actually a design. And this one happens to match the press card that goes along with that.
So Matt, I'll jump into designing, but kind of a cool thing for that, like if you were to offer the products or the cards, right, like the add-on could be the ornament as a gift, or you could sell it as an additional to like some of your cards, right? Like I feel like you have some clients that do a little bit of both.
Yep, absolutely. And it's just nice to have these in your back pocket, especially around Christmas time, because I don't know how many times I've heard clients say, well, what can I do for little add-ons? What could I do as a fun little thing to tie onto gifts? Well, I've got a perfect idea for you. You know, a bamboo ornament or one of the other style of ornaments would be perfect for that. Okay.
And I'm gonna hop over to the computer here, Matt, just to show you. So last year we were able to, so if you go to our website and kind of go to our cards, I'm gonna jump over here. Oops. And you have holiday ornaments. So like Matt was just showing here that you can actually, these are already pre-designed in the editor for you, which makes it super simple to design. So you can just drag in an image here. You could design to match your holiday card, and there's tons of different colors.
That's
super
awesome.
simple, front to back, and you can put multiple images, different layouts if you have 4 kids. So this is just such an easy design option.
Absolutely.
And it's just as simple as the card, but it makes a really big difference. Like it looks like you put a lot of time and effort into that design. Like I said, we're adding new designs on here weekly. They're matching the holiday cards. There's some really elegant ones, but again, they're really fun for, especially if you have kids or even pets and stuff, to make like a really cool keepsake from year to year.
Absolutely. And that, you know, thinking back to the days of sitting in front of the computer for countless hours designing everything originally in Photoshop, this is a fantastic tool. It's so powerful, and it allows you to sell these products with a very minimal time investment. Essentially drag and drop and hit order.
Yep.
And literally that's it. So fantastic. So we're, like we were talking about, we have the bamboo ornaments out here. We've got some of the press cards, but don't forget we also have 2 other styles of ornaments as well that we're going to talk about. So let's start with the little metal one. So we'll just hold that out. See if we can zoom in on that. A little crooked. Okay. So this is going to be a 2-sided metal ornament. We have some of these for our tree, and again with a design on one side, image on the other. You get to choose your color of ribbon again, and then also we have a couple different wood styles. So both of these have, get the ribbons in the back there, have the family image on the front, which is awesome, and then the backs of these, see if I can do this magically, okay, have different greetings. So instead of having to use images on both sides, you can mix it up and have a fun saying or design on one side. So,
Matt, so we had a question about the bamboo ornaments. Are the colors faded or sepia tone? So there's 2 photo options on here, right? We have a luster and a deep matte. So some of these, what you're seeing is actually a deep matte, which does dull a little bit, right? You would say like the image.
So the deep matte is going to be, if you haven't touched a deep matte print before, it feels like silk underneath your fingertips. The colors aren't quite as vibrant as what a luster is going to be, but I'm kind of wondering if they're asking if it looks like a wood print versus a bamboo. So if that's what you are asking, just confirm through the chat. So when you're doing a bamboo ornament, this is going to be like ordering a bamboo panel or a standard mounted print where you're using an opaque luster print or an opaque deep matte print. You're not going to see the texture of the wood through it whatsoever.
Right.
On the wood ornaments, you are going to see the texture come through a little bit. Okay.
Yep.
So same with a wood print, you're going to have that texture. It's going to be just a little bit more muted, not sepia, but the tones are slightly different than what a opaque luster print is.
And Matt, here I'm kind of smiling because I see a question come through, which is we get often. Why are we better than Shutterfly? Or not even that. Like, I think everyone on this call is understanding and appreciative of like professional photographers and the art that you guys do. But it's like, how should a client respond to that question when a consumer asks them, right? When their client asks them?
So that question is an interesting question. It's probably very similar on the same level of, can I just get the files? You know, we're all going to deal with those types of questions, and to have a tool bag full of answers for the situation is a good thing to pre-think about. When somebody asks you, why are you better than Shutterfly, or why are we better than Shutterfly, is because we are focused on serving the professional photographer. Okay, we have quality standards that are second to none. We only deal with professionals. We have a Q&A process. We make sure that all of our materials are top notch. It goes on and on and on and on and on. From a customer perspective, if they're saying, well, I can just order this from Shutterfly, I think my response immediately would be, I am, as a photographer, I'm set up to print with my lab. I am dialed in, I have the color profiles correctly. I guarantee the product is going to be to your satisfaction. If you do go and print these somewhere else, I can't guarantee that for you. So I've used that several times in my own studio.
Yep, and I even think about the products we're looking at right now, like these cute holiday cards, which is new and up on our website now, matching this ornament. Like when you go, our cards are built in to have your marketing branding on the back, but it's really nicely put in here. It's not too large. I get lots of Shutterfly cards in the mail from friends and family, right? And it's really big on the back that says Shutterfly. It just sends a different statement too of like, you're investing in your family and your photographer. And like I said, I get proud when the photographer is on the back and it's like it's nicely put versus where you get consumer sites. Same with these. So like these are all designed by our in-house designers, and which it's hard to compete with that too, right? So I think that's an easy thing to look at right now, especially with holiday cards and everything like that.
Yep, exactly.
It's really noticeable.
It's definitely a perceived value, like you were going towards. And we get a lot of those as well that has the big brand on the back, and you're kind of like,
Yep.
So and there's literally hundreds of reasons and hundreds of answers that you can give for that. So I would just recommend spending some time and coming up with your toolbox of responses for that, of why you are who you are and why you're selling what you're selling.
Hey everyone, thanks for checking out White House Custom Color on YouTube. Check out for the information below, and also don't forget to smash that subscribe button.